I often say that we live in an attention economy now. What do I mean by this though? Most of the money in the world is owned by companies. It's owned by these big corporations. And how they make most of their money and how new companies make their money is through marketing. Marketing is always how money has created more money. How companies have been able to target consumers and gain more of the market. You've probably yourself noticed this. Traditional marketing is dying. How long has it been since you've seen ads on TVs or on posters or in between your TV shows or even YouTube ads at this point? Like, those ads are dying now. Most of the money, most of the marketing that brings the most amount of returns now is done on TikTok, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's on Snapchat. It's these social media platforms that we are spending more and more time on. Even YouTube, like YouTube is still a good way for these companies to make money. So since there's been such a shift in this digital marketing space, where companies are moving away from TV ads, they're moving away from billboards and posters on bus stops, and they're moving towards putting their ads on TikTok, putting their ads on Facebook, because that's where they make the most amount of money. This is also the reason that companies want our data now. They are dying for our data, because if they can find out more about the consumers that they want to sell to, who to target to, they're going to be able to target it to the right people, make the most amount of money, and spend the least amount of money to get those results. They'll have the highest ROI by doing that. They can push their content, they can tailor their content, make it so well, so targeted, they'll be able to make shitloads of money that they were never able to do before. It's not a guessing game. First, companies would have to just post their ads on TV and just hope that the right people see it and the right people buy it. But now, they can target, they can push their ads onto their exact customers. And this is a very, very powerful tool. Another thing is that these social media platforms, they make their money through these advertisers as well, because they're the ones that pay to post their ads on the websites basically. For example, on TikTok, companies will pay TikTok themselves to have their ads posted on there. These social media platforms want to keep the money to themselves as well. They want to make the most amount of money as well. Everyone wants to make the most amount of money. And the social media platforms that have the most amount of consumers on there, that buy the most amount of products, companies will want to post on those websites specifically. Right now, TikTok is one of the best places to be posting ads, because most people are scrolling through TikTok every single day and then doing it in a very passive mode. They're doing it in a very consumer mindset. Like, for example, I don't know, but you might know people, or you yourself might have bought a lot of things from TikTok shop. It's just because the ads on TikTok, that's how they make their money. They make their money from TikTok shop, they make their money from the advertisers. You might have seen this shift in TikTok as well. It used to be like Vine, but now it's not so much like Vine. Half of the content that you see is all ads. But since TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram, they want to keep people on their platforms. Whoever makes sure that the people stay on the platform, they get rewarded for that. They're the ones who will then get rewarded through AdSense or through brand deals or whatever. Like, us creators, we are doing it all for free, but we get rewarded to keep people on the platforms so that they can see the ads, maybe buy something, blah blah blah. This all leads me to this point. It's all our attention. Our attention is the currency. Our attention is the money. Think about it in a supply and demand sort of perspective. There's only so many people that are viewing content online, but the amount of content that there is online is steadily rising, exponentially even. There's millions and millions of creators now. There's millions and millions of videos that are posted every single day, but there's only so many people that can watch them. So it is them, the people, that can capitalize on attention, the people that can keep the most amount of attention, retain the people on the apps, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. They're the ones who will win. Those are the ones who will get rewarded. Of course, the house always wins. These companies, they're enjoying their time, they're making the most amount of money, isn't it? But as creators as well, the ones that can keep the people on these platforms will get rewarded. This is the economics. This is the economics of social media. In the past 2 years, People have figured out that we live in an attention economy. People got used to very fast paced, very curated, optimized content, very fast content. And that sort of made us lose touch with the human connection that you gain, the human relationship that we feel with our creators, basically. There was a time when content on social media was much less optimized, much less perfected to be easy to consume. And those days are obviously gone now. Authentic content has been taking a massive hit because people don't have the attention spans anymore. People want to see things that are easy to consume. They don't want to sit there and listen to another human being just talk. Like I said, it's changing now a little bit. I've seen authentic content is on the rise. People are getting sick of that highly digestible, fast-paced, attention span curated content, which is why I think there's a great opportunity right now for people like me or people like you who want to post content online which is much more authentic. They don't want to spend too much time editing, blah blah blah, because I don't want to. Like, it's very long. Either you have to pay someone to edit your videos or you have to do it yourself, and it takes so long to do so if you want to make like that fast-paced, quick TikTok content. Yeah, I still think there will be sort of a balance like that. Like, the fast-paced content will still exist, but I think the authentic content is on the rise. Like, that is the meta right now. Scroll on TikTok, scroll on YouTube, those videos are doing very, very well now, and I think this is going to be the case from at least this year. Is going to be the case because for the past 2 years we've seen that the content it's gotten so brain dead. It's become so targeted towards the low attention span. Anyways, this was my rant.